Chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. KC is the best place to tailgate. Barbecue in the air and it smells great. Post it up over in Lot J. Pre-game toast with the Jose. Arrowhead, we the loudest in the whole league. Getting caught from the field to the nosebleeds. Come swim with the Chiefs in the Red Sea. CHOPITUP. Chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. Football season is back now. Going hard, but we don't back down. Mahomes out here making history. First 2 game 10 TDs. You know you can't run with the cheetah. Deuces, see you when I see ya. Got Hunt and we got the boy Kelsey. CHOPITUP. Chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up.
Under pressure, trying to get away. Now he'll go down. He's engulfed in red. Steps up into the pocket. He's throwing it long. And the catch is Reed. Touchdown. Deep punt pattern. Touchdown. Kansas City.
Hey, what it do? What the business is? You chopping it up with the kid Roy Scott. You know what time it is. I keeps it 100. I ain't doing no faking. Ain't nothing like beating them Raiders on a Monday night. You already know. And let's go. And first down. Kelsey to Mahomes connection, 1587. 4 touchdowns. You know, they do what they do. We started off slow, but you can always count on the Mahomes-Kelsey connection. He's our number one. I've mentioned this plenty of times. We don't really have a true number one receiver, but Kelsey is that number one guy. When we get him involved early and often, that means we're going to win the game. In this case, he kind of got involved a little bit late. We had a slow first quarter, picked it up. But at the end of the day, when you got Kelsey and Mahomes and they are getting active and at it, you have a good chance to win the game. And I like our chances. Hey, and made history. I think Mahomes passed up Aikman as the quickest to like 66 touchdowns in less games. And Aikman was calling the game. So I'm glad he was there to call and witness that greatness. And second down. Hey, Hike, where's Butker at when you need him? I know that Hammy's been messing with him, but our special teams has been suspect. We got a couple good kicks. I mean, in the first half, we missed 2 other field goals. We really need Butker back. You don't understand how important that is until you see how this comes down to kicks. We lost that one game to the Colts special teams. So hoping to get Butker back soon. We need him. We need them field goals back on lock because our other guys, I mean, it ain't it. And a third down, the running game. The running game was really non-existent except for when we got it to McKinnon. What I recognize just in all sports is you got to feed the hot hand. So I know we wanted to give it to CEH. I really didn't see a whole bunch of Pacheco, which I would like to see more of. I think the kid runs hard and he's going to be the future in the running back position. But hit your boy McKinnon. He was getting like 10 yards of pop. That one really strong run he had to break it up and, get down the field on a critical first down. We needed, hey, feed the hot hand. Your boy McKinnon was hot. Give him the rock. You feel me? And because we really weren't running the ball very well, really wasn't having much offense success at all until the second quarter and then going into that second half. We were down 17-0, so it was pretty impressive that we were able to put it off and bring it back. Hey, and fourth down, I think this is the biggest conversation we've been having. Was this the worst officiating we have ever seen in football. Let me tell you what, that roughing the passer call was absolutely trash. We were in Arrowhead. I'm talking about, I ain't never heard the fans get this upset. They was booing like ridiculously, chanting refs, you suck. That was just horrific. They have to do something in the NFL, like how other plays get reviewed. It goes to the league office in New York City. Like some of these roughing the passer calls have to get reviewed. If you look back on Sunday, the call that Tom Brady got that everybody was up in arms about, that was terrible. But this was even worse. It was a clean sack, clean tackle, and a strip sack fumble. Chris Jones get the football on top of that. So it was pivotal on so many reasons. Like, not only did we get the sack, it was a turnover. So you give them the ball back and 15 yards, puts them in field goal range. I mean, that could be it was game changing. Fortunately, we were able to overcome the ignorance, but the officiating was just whack. And then you could see it like in the second half, they try to make it up. They gave us that holding call on the field goal, which I told I keeps it 100. I don't do no faking. So even if it's bad the other way, that was just a terrible call. You don't call holding on like field goal, not on the team that's getting the field goal kicked against them on the defensive side. So that was terrible. Just overall, the officiating was like whack. They got to get this together. I mean, it's ruining the NFL experience. I almost don't want to watch it. If they go call plays like that, let me tell you what, man, that's not good for the NFL, man. It was just flag football. These boys out here paid to get to the quarterback. Let them do their job. Hank might have been the worst officiating I've ever seen in my life, but we got the W, though. That's all that matters. 2-minute drill. Them Bills is up next. And the Bills are no joke. This is going to be a real test for us, man. Josh Allen is pushing the ball down the field. If y'all remember last season, how could you not remember last season? In the playoffs, 13 seconds, Mahomes became the Grim Reaper. That was probably, I thought about it and argued about that, may have been the best playoff game I have ever seen. 13 seconds left, backs against the wall, do or die. We get the win. I know they left a foul taste in their mouth also. So this is going to be a real test for us to see where we stand against like the elites in NFL, because them Bills, they serious. The defense is serious. The running game is suspect, but they got Josh Allen. They got some weapons. You got Diggs, and Davis has proven, because Davis actually went nuts against us. I think he was only like 4 touchdowns or something stupid. So with that being said, we have to win at Arrowhead. It's going to be interesting to see. And I want to speak to our receivers. I seen MBS actually made some pretty critical catches this last game, which I was impressed with, because our receiver core, I think we have some serviceable guys. We don't have a number one, but MBS made some critical catches. This is a great win against the Raiders. Anytime you beat them Raiders, we've been owning them for the most part, but it's always tough. That's why I was saying you really can't overlook these guys. This is an NFL team. Raiders and Chiefs is like one of the greatest rivalries in football. So whenever you get these wins, it's going to be a tough, fight it out, grit it out, regardless of whatever the record is. So, hey, we did what we had to do. We won at Arrowhead Monday night. It was a beautiful thing. Whenever we beat the Raiders, man, that's, like I said, we always want to beat them Raiders, family. Hey, tune in with us on Friday, Rare Friday. We're going to be doing a special edition, you understand, getting ready for these Bills. Got so much more content for you, so much new stuff. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. We're taking this thing all the way. Y'all know what it is. Let's go, baby. Chop it up.
Chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. KC is the best place to tailgate. Barbecue in the air and it smells great. Post it up over in Lot J. Pre-game toast with the Jose. Arrowhead with the loudest in the whole league. Getting crunk from the field to the nosebleeds. Come swim with the Chiefs in the Red Sea. CHOPITUP. Chop chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. Football season is back now. Going hard, but we don't back down. Mahomes out here making history. First 2 game 10 TDs. You know you can't run with the cheetah. Deuces, see you when I see ya. Got Hunt and we got the boy Kelsey. CHOPITQP. Chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop, chop. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up.
Under pressure, trying to get away. Now he'll go down. He's engulfed in red. Steps up into the pocket. He's throwing long. And the catch is red. Touchdown.